All right, this is the second group, or what I would call Team 2. I'm sure it's a different numbering than what I was doing when I was selecting the cards. It doesn't really matter. Right now we're in deck building mode. I noticed as I was ordering the creatures and the non-creatures that this particular fictitious group picked almost no non-creatures. 4, 8, 12, 14. So they're each going to get no more than 7, and they're going to have to do something about that. So I think in this particular group, we're going to go with maybe like 18 creatures instead of 16. So let's see what the creatures look like and see what colors we could do. Okay, so I mean they're in all colors right now. I'm not seeing anything that would make me specifically break them into a 3-color pair and another 2-color pair yet. Okay. Maybe the 2-color creatures that we picked in this group will help us because we want to include them. And that's something kind of interesting. I think maybe a good drafter, somebody way better than me, would not want to pick any 2-color creatures, and then that would open up the games. Now these are the partners, and they're in 4 different colors, not red. Okay, so everything one of each and not in red. That's sort of interesting, but red is an important color. I think every color is, and you were picking, when you were doing the draft, all the best that you could, all the best cards that you could, like this big assist critter with trample and haste. You'd probably want to play that. But yeah, this particular selection is actually maybe even better than the one that I just did because it's wide open. It really is, except for blue-black with the last creature. But if you're only limited to those 2 colors, then maybe you can actually go Naya. You can go wide red-green and just restrict have a blue-black control deck. So, and I think that makes it pretty easy. I think from the get-go, because this is all just good stuff that we picked. All right, you picked the best that you could, and you weren't really tied to a specific color as you would be in a normal draft. I think we can go right ahead right now and say, well, the blue-black deck would have these 2 partners, and the Naya deck we have these 2 partners, and the Naya deck is going to be white, red, green outright, and we're going to figure a way to play those 3 colors because we want everything. We want everything. So I'm going to do that right now and see what my counts look like. Of course, the artifacts can go anywhere, and that's why I think they're really good picks in draft. In this particular draft, it allows you to do a breakout that is a lot more versatile. You have more open options. Sorry, wrong place. And then this goes right here. So actually, when we do this breakout, we get 1, 2, 3, 4. So we get 18 right here. Huh. I think that deck's already made. And then we get 4, 8, 12, 16, 18, 20. And this deck can take out 2. And then we have to think about these ones. This is not a good card to include. You don't want to be gaining life. I don't really care for gaining life. So I think they can both go. We can pick 2 creatures out. Now here we went straight out for 18. We took the bait of just taking whatever we had. Is there anything in here that's better than a 4/3/3 that gains you 3 life? I mean worse. And flying, lifelink, counters, on tap. Oh, this one, yeah. That's not, you don't want that. Heck no. You don't want to be giving nobody no lands. Okay, see ya. So these two dudes are out, and this deck is done. This deck has 18. 4, 8, 12, 16, 18 instead of 16. So we're going to go for 6 non-creatures when we add to both, I think. And this one we said have 4, 8, 12, 16. I'm sorry, I lost count. I apologize. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 22. Oh, this thing is super loaded. Super loaded. This guy's a flyer. That's good. Yeah. Okay, we have a problem in this. We have a lot of blue black. A lot of blue black. This guy has to go. So we're gonna keep the partners, of course. We're gonna want to do assist with a flyer that returns things. And we want flyers. So let's just go for all our flyers and make sure they do not leave the deck no matter what. Sorry, I went off viewer. I'm looking at this, and this guy, of course, goes in. Even this wall is a flyer, so we want it. Flyer replaces itself. We really want this guy. Sorry, I keep going off the viewer. Makes it unblockable. That's good. Makes it unblockable. That's good. So it draws a card. That's good too. So I think these vanilla dudes are not looking great. This guy with assist is good. These guys are the ones that are not looking great. What do we have right now? 4, 8, 12, 16, 17. We pick one of these. And this guy is a 3/2/3 that can be made into a... So 2/3 makes it a 3/2, and then 4/1. Yeah, this guy is in. Wish I could put more, but I think I'm going to go flat out to 18. So we've got our 18 critters in each one of these decks. I could get clever, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to stick to 18. And I know that now I need 6, I need 12 from these. And I know that I'm on blue-black here and Naya here. For some reason, I guess I've had these guys pick a lot of blue-black. So I need 6 cards out of these 7. This is in. Counter spell, yes. Counter non-creature spell. Counter non-creature spell. I'm not sure about that. So I think we've got it. We've got 5 already for sure. Okay, and these are the ones that I know I want to include. And then I'm going to pick 1 negate. And then that's it. Then here, we've got 3, 6, 7, and we only need 6. See, this is what I was saying before, that these decks make themselves, and I am not a fan of that. So all these go. So this is my panel for taking one of these cards out. Makes a flyer, I'll take one of these out. So there you have it. And if we do our counts, we are done for this deck. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. That's it. 24. And I can go briefly through all the cards that I picked. And you all who are way better drafters than I'll ever be can tell me how I did. This deck is helped much by having some really good partners. It's going to be able to filter very quickly for whatever you want in the deck, because there's 2 cards that pick out 2 other cards, so you're thinning your deck. Of course, there's a reason why milling is not in this design. I mean, a milling deck would have a field day with these decks. Even a mediocre milling deck can really cause a lot of damage with all the thinning that you're doing with the partners. Okay, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. Yeah, there we go. So I'm going to show the blue-black deck. not a heck of a lot didn't get picked from what was picked in the draft. Of course, if you folks, the two people in here who are going to be watching this in the whole entire world, in the entire history of this particular video, you can go see how I put everything in different groups, and of course you can laugh at your heart's content at my inability to do so well. Okay, so that's team 2.